Australia.
I don't think being Indigenous is an excuse for low-quality debate. I mean, no.
We did a story recently on the failure of the yes vote in Australia, which attempted to have Indigenous rights included in their constitution. It failed, but more interestingly, the support for the vote flipped once campaigning began. I think it took about 6 months. And those Indigenous Australians are now warning Māori that the same groups are behind this referendum. Are they, do you think?
Well, if you're about to go into the new Pizzagate of the left conspiracy theory, then I'll be real disappointed.
What's that, the Pizzagate?
That's some crazy conspiracy theory that Trumpists have in the US.
The campaign in Australia had links to the Atlas Network, a network of think tanks which promote individual liberty and free enterprise, and it said that the network pushes opinion pieces in favour of free speech. Do the ACT Party have any links or connections to the Atlas Group?
No.
Have you spoken or taken advice from them or any group associated with them about the treaty? So, you know, recently...
I can't believe you're doing this. I've read about this conspiracy theory and you're actually running it, but that's cool.
Well, no, I'm just trying to understand it. And so when you consider, you know, actually you and I spoke about it. You said that you had met Lord Hannon, and then the TPU, the Taxpayer Union, had invited you to come along, and he spoke about this treaty and the possibility of a referendum. So isn't that, in fact, you know, these movements and these groups talking about our referendum?
What, going along to meet someone who's a famous figure in world politics?
What did he come to New Zealand for?
I have no idea, but I was really
you
pleased.
Were there.
I was really pleased to have dinner with the guy. I mean, he's world famous as a politician. You get to meet him, hear what
But
he's
you
got to
went
say.
along to that function to listen to him, where he talked about the Magna Carta and the treaties. And
oh my God, the Magna Carta.
He did, and
scandalous.
Well, I'm not saying that that's scandalous. I'm just saying this is what he talked about. I listened to it online because it was.
So what's changed? Well, you guys know the history of this country obviously much better than I do, but I've been struck by one particular thing that has happened very recently. And it's the way in which all the Anglosphere countries, all of the English-speaking democracies, prone as we are to shared cultural currents, have been impacted by the racial problems that they have in the US. Believe me when I tell you that in any primary school in the United Kingdom, Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks will be much better known to any child than John Locke or John Milton. You know, they have classrooms named after them, they have films about them. Okay, great, very impressive people and everything, but not really our story. We're importing needlessly a problem that is nothing to do with us at all. And I think that the same has happened in all of the other Anglosphere democracies. We've taken a US quarrel and we've mapped it, however implausibly, onto the different contours of our own national conditions. So in Canada, it's taken the form of this row over the imagined genocide, which has become a culture war beyond any fact or reason. In Australia, obviously, it took the form of the recent referendum. Here, obviously, it's been about the treaty, as you guys know better than I do. But I think we should be careful not to make problems where they don't exist. I think there's been an issue here where frankly, both judges and politicians have been creating problems by going beyond the text of a successful treaty and adding, let's say, ruling on the basis of what they think it ought to have said rather than what it actually says.
No, I don't.
You're trying to And you're trying to say that this is somehow some crazy conspiracy theory. I mean, come on.
No, I'm just asking the question. I'm asking whether you know if there's any kind of connection. So you're answering there is no connection?
I've told you there's no connection. Yeah.
Ka pai.
I'm just disappointed in you for picking up a known conspiracy theory that several people have sent to me, and I never thought I'd get asked about it by you, but hey, you go.
Well, so my role is to ask questions on behalf of other people, and
also work out what's quality information, what's not. But anyway, you go. I don't think being Indigenous is an excuse for low quality debate. I mean.